Hi, everybody. Jinxie is outside right now, but she will probably join us at some point, I'm sure. Everybody doing okay? Everybody's safe? Everybody's healthy? Everybody's gonna stay on mute. Hi, Peter. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. It's 11. If you guys have a question, it's gonna be hard for me to see the chat over here where you guys are chatting with me. So if you do have a question, just unmute yourself and ask me. That's gonna be the easiest. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so we can, you can see what I'm doing on my end, and then interrupt me at any point if you have questions or you want me to slow down or whatever. Just this is going to be like a free forum for you guys to ask whatever you want or ask me to show you something or whatever the case. Okay, I know some of you have taken the class before, so it may be a little repetitive for you. But let's get started. And again, just interrupt me at any point that you need or want to ask me something. And there's just a few of us on here, so it'll be really easy. There's Peter. Hi, Peter. Okay, so I'm going to click share screen. And then we're going to be in command. Obviously, that is how you get to designs. For those of you that don't know, if you click this red KW button over here, it's going to basically the icons are, and we're going to be working in design. Yours is a little different than only because what shows up here on the home page is going to be stuff that you've worked on before, some of the designs that you've already created. So yours will look a little bit different than what mine looks like. Okay, so at the top, you can see the different types of designs that you can make. There's email templates, there's landing pages, there's social, there's prints, there's agent sites, and there's videos. For right now, we're going to start with social. If you click social, it's going to open another window. It's kind of repetitive. You just click this bottom right teal arrow with the plus sign, and then you're going to click next.
Hey, Katie, I have a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Besides the little widget on your home dashboard that shows you what's new, is there another way, like if I wanted to see if they created a St. Patrick's Day, or is there a way without going in like I'm creating one to see what's new, or just that widget?
Just that widget. That's the only way. Once you're in here, there's a new section, but you have to get in here to see that.
Okay, thanks.
They also send out emails. So if you get the command emails, they usually let you know when a holiday is coming up. I haven't seen a St. Patrick's Day one, but we'll check while we're in here and see. But normally they do send an email with previews, like what's new in designs, and it'll give you a little preview of what they have. So over here on the left-hand corner is where they kind of have broken down the sections for what you're looking for. So I'm just going to go through some of these. Like under listings, you can see for sale. And then these are going to be all of the templates that are already in here for you. If you click up here, you can see like where are you planning? Because we're in social, it's giving you all of the social platforms. And what that means is that they are sized specifically for what you're doing. So like if you wanted to have an Instagram story post, then you would choose Instagram story so that the sizing matches the Instagram story. If you wanted an actual Instagram post, which are the small little squares, they are all already sized appropriately for you, which is pretty cool. So they have Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram stories, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm just going to choose Facebook because I think a lot of us use that. And then, like I said, these are just templates, and this is just the for sale option. If you click over here on the left, there's just listed. There's price updates, there's neighborhood snaps, which is a really cool feature, and I'm going to go over that with you guys. Under contract, just sold, and then local expert. And again, you have all of the options at the top for the different sizing if you find one that you like. Another thing that's cool, let me see. You can do the neighborhood snaps. And like I said, we're going to go over that. There's Keller Mortgage ones. There's home value. There's a ton of different templates that are already created for you guys. And so then we're just going to go in and basically show you how to edit ones to make it look very professional and how you want it to look for your business. There's also, let me find client testimonials. If you guys wanted to post reviews, you can do that here by using any of these platforms. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to go into, just going to randomly pick one. So I chose that design. So it's going to open that design for me. Now, this is something I want to post for, let's just say I have a new listing that's hitting the market or is already on the market, and I want to post this little thing on Facebook just so people see some photos of the house. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go over kind of all of the buttons and stuff like that. So first, if you click over the text, all of these come up. You can change the fonts, you can change the size, you can change the color, bold, obviously very specific stuff, just like in like a Word document.
Can you go back to what you clicked on to get the options on the top, the toolbar?
I just clicked on the text. So when you click off, they go away. Right now, I'm specifically working in the text box. So when you click the text, all of these options come up for you to change just the text. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when when I just open it, it probably looks like this. And what that is that's the background color. So if I hadn't clicked anything and I'm just on the background, I can change the background color to another color. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to link this to your KWLS so your specific listing details will show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click KWLS right here over on the left. And then what you can do is search by address. Does anybody have an active listing that I can pull up? No? Okay. I'm just going to type in a random address then if no one has a specific listing.
218 Galaxy.
What is it?
218 Galaxy.
218. Oops.
I can't remember. I'm sorry, 219 Galaxy Avenue. Sorry.
219 Galaxy. Spring Hill.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, so here it is. You see that I found it over here on the left. I'm gonna click select. And then what's gonna happen is pretty cool. It's gonna upload all of the photos from my listing right here so I have access to them. And I don't have to go into MLS and re-download them or find them in my email or whatever the case. It's gonna pull them for me right here. So I'm gonna change these 3 photos to actually match this one of my listing in MLS. So what we're gonna do is, in order to switch the photos out, if you click the photo that you want to replace, do you see this little recycle button when you hover over images? That is going to replace the image that you have selected over here in the design, and it's going to replace it with the one that you choose over here. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to replace that image with this one from my listing. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to go in and I'm going to find another image that I want to use. And then I'm going to select the 3rd image. And I'm going to choose that one. So now in a matter of less than a minute, I've replaced those photos with listing photos from my own property. So this makes it super, super easy, guys. And then if you come over and you click listing details right here, it's going to pull up any of the text from that listing. So some of that you'll never probably use, but the price is there, square feet, there's bedrooms, bathrooms, all of it. Like the description is there, and you can drag any of that over just by clicking. And this didn't have any of those details, but if you wanted to add some of these, you can literally just click over here on what you want and add them in. And this is all pulling directly from KWLS. So that's a really cool feature. Now this over here, if you click logos over here on the left, this is going to be our logos under my library. Company is going to be just generic stuff. For Williams, they have all of the for you guys. If you are in my library, these are ours. So again, you can just hit replace. Keep in mind, this logo I need to edit, but when I replace it, it's a little bigger than the other one. So I just have to move it up a little bit. And you can do that. You can drag anything on this platform just by clicking and dragging. Now, let's say that I want this text to match the red of this pillow. I'm going to show you guys a really cool feature. When you go into the color option, when you have the text selected and you click this little eyedropper, it's going to let you find the color that you want to match it to, and it's going to change it to that specific color for you.
Will you do that again one more time?
Yeah, sure. So I'm selecting the text that I want to change the color, and then you click the color icon up here at the top. And when you do that, you click this little eyedropper in the bottom left, and it's going to pull up the screen where you can choose any color, and it's going to change that to that color dropper where you're, where you find it. You got it?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And then, like I said earlier, these, if you wanted this a little bit bigger, you can go in and change the font to a little bit bigger. You can make it your own and start with a template that they give you, and then completely transform it into something that matches your brand or your listing, or leave it exactly how they have it and just swap out what you need to swap out. So that was a very, very basic Facebook style post. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can move this. This download at the top right is going to be where you can download the image if we were done with it. And so you can decide on what type of image you need, a JPEG, a PNG. I don't recommend PDF for Facebook because Facebook needs images to upload or they won't show a preview. So JPEG or PNG. And then you download it and then you can save it to your computer. Hi, Denise.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out how to mute. I'm sorry.
You just hover over the image. There's a mute option. I can mute you. There, I muted you. Okay, so another thing I want to show you guys is if we were on this image and I'm like, you know what, this is a little plain. I want to add some design to it. If you click on icons over here on the left, I gotta move you guys again, hold on. You click on icons and go to stock. KW has uploaded all of these stock images or stock, they have company options, which is just like, you know, if you want to put your phone number on there, your location, your email. Stock though, if you wanted to put a little bit of, let's put some stars on here. You can resize it. You can add that wherever you'd like. If you go to images instead of icons and click company, KW has an entire library of very generic stock photos that are free for you guys to use of homes, of people inside the homes. There are so many for you guys to use. And again, it's so easy to swap photos out. You click the photo you want to replace and click this replace image button, and immediately it switches it for you. Any questions on switching photos or changing any specific details on this one that we're doing right now? No? Okay. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm not going to save it. And I'm going to show you guys some other cool things. Let's go into listings and neighborhood snaps. And we want to do this for Facebook. Okay, so this is the very generic one that they have in the templates, but obviously this information is not for the area that we're farming or that we want to represent. So let's think of an area. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click back over here on KWLS. Can anyone name a popular neighborhood in our area that I can search? Maybe like, I think I did like Hollingsworth last time. I will do, I'll just do Lake Hollingsworth again because I don't hear any suggestions and I don't really know. So over here, when we're in KWLS, I'm gonna click snapshots at the top and it says search neighborhood name. So what I'm gonna do now is, and you can also do zip code, but I'm gonna do Lake, let's do Lake Morton. Let's see if Lake Morton comes up.
Katie, if Lake Morton doesn't come up, can you do Village at Spirit Lake?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
And this is still, you know, growing as more things are being put in. Village at Spirit Lake.
You scrolled past it.
I did?
Mm-hmm. There it is. Winter Haven. See it? Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do is it's going to give us these that we can replace this image with. So I'm gonna delete that, sorry. Okay, so what it did was it created this for me and I'm going to select this image and I'm going to replace it with the one that it gave. So the only issue with this one is it's not giving me an average sale price.
Okay, that would make sense because the prices of those homes vary a lot.
Yeah, and there are ways to edit it, but let me find one. Let me do another one and see if we can get one. Okay, so see, it automatically created this for me, and what I'm going to do is just switch it over, and it's going to give me real-time info for what's going on in that neighborhood. And then all I'm going to do is double click this text because I want to change the word Barton Hills. Hello.
Hi, Janet. How are you feeling? You're muted, so I can't hear you, but you look good.
You're good. I'm doing much better. Thank you.
Good.
So I'm going to change this and I'm going to put, hey, Lake Hollingsworth, if I could spell, your market is on the move. And now in a matter of moments, I just can switch my KW logo and I have for a neighborhood that I want to farm or get out there or post or target on my social media, I have this real-time information that I can post and get out to them. Within a matter of a few minutes, this can be made. So I'll move this again. This image can also be changed. If you find your own image or you want to switch it to a really pretty photo of Lake Hollingsworth that you have saved or that you Googled and found, you can replace that. And you can do that by under My Library. Let me move this one more time. Under My Library, you can click add and upload from your computer any photos you'd like, or you can use any of the company's stock photos. Or you can leave the one in there that they have. So anytime that any of the market snapshots, you just go to KWLS and then snapshots and you search areas, zip codes, neighborhoods, anything like that. Do I have any questions on the market snapshots.
You said you could edit it. How do you edit it?
Yes, so let me find out how to edit it. I know in the video, I'm gonna show you guys the snapshot video now. It lets you edit it, so let me get into that real quick. So this time I'm gonna click video up here in the top. And I'm gonna click that arrow again, and then I'm going to click next, same thing. Now this is gonna ask me to search for neighborhoods. So let's do that village at Spirit Lake and see if we have any info on this neighborhood yet. So see how this popped up with, you can edit this information. Average home price, you can change it, but this is what it's pulling from the KWLS. And all of this stuff will be filled out. It's gonna pull, I'm in Damien's account, so as you can see, it pulls up Damien's information. But basically, it's asking you just to confirm this information. And then what we're gonna do is click next. Give it a couple of seconds to upload this video. Okay, it's ready. So we're gonna click save. Let's go ahead and click play to get a preview. So that took me, what, a couple minutes, if that, to create this cute little video that you can use to farm areas, market to areas, and it pulls all of the information for you. You don't have to do any of the work to find those price points. That's real-time information that it's giving you.
Awesome.
So then if we were going to, you can go to print and then click here, the little arrow, again, click print. What's cool about the print option is this is where you're going to find the listing presentations and buyer presentations that are completely editable. It makes it super easy to change anything specific for your business. So I'm just gonna walk through that with you guys real quick. If you click listings and then listings presentation, this didn't show up when we were in the social post. So make sure you're in print because this is made to be printed. And there's two options. There's a white version or a darker version. So if you click whichever one, it'll bring you in. You can delete pages, edit the text, edit whatever you want to make sure that it matches how you do your business. give it a second to load.
One question.
Yeah.
How can I reformat a picture that I replaced, but that's not, it's kind of cut, or it's not the focus that I wanted, or the part of the picture? How do I zoom in or reformat a picture that I'm using in a certain design?
Okay, great question. So if I go to, let me see. It's being slow right now. Sorry, guys. So these are going to be the drag options to either make smaller or make bigger, and you just choose a corner and drag and then either go small or go big. These are going to be, if you had wanted to kind of crop the photo, you can do this to resize it. If you wanted to bring this part down a little bit, and then you can go in and do that as well. You can also put filters on photos if you need to. And it just changes the lighting on things depending on the image that you're going for. Advanced is just going to be like actually changing the bright settings and things like that. There's also a cool option. Kennedy. Sorry. I'm trying to get to there's a whole section for placeholders that look like this. And if you add, like if you wanted to add change a picture into a circle or something like that, if you add these image placeholder over here and then go over to your photos, you can drag this hang on, it's not working. Sorry guys, give me a second. I can't find it at the, oh, maybe it's in icons. Hold on one second. I'm looking for the photo holders. If I can't find that, I will email you guys once I can find them. But basically, you could take an image. Let me show you by going to. There are photo holders, which could be like circular or stars, and you can drag your photos into them to make them fit that shape. So let me find one to see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Perfect, okay. So see how this photo is circular? If I wanted to drag a photo into that, it will change the shape of my photo for me. And there is a section with different shapes. I just cannot find it in the moment. I will find that and let you guys know.
You're right there, right?
Here it is, it's frames. Thank you. So under images, if you click frames and you want a specific shape that you want to change your photo to, all you have to do is add one of those frames and then drag those photos into the shape. Sorry, that took me forever. Did that answer your question about resizing the photos earlier, or are you still having trouble?
No, that was good. Yeah, that helped. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm gonna go back to that listing presentation real quick and see if I can get it to load. Is there anything specific you guys want to see or want me to show you?
The beginning on how to get in there and get your pictures in there. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but it's going to be recorded, right? So I can go back and watch that part.
Yeah, you mean to upload your own photos or the listing photos?
The listing photos.
Yeah, I can go over that again real quick.
Okay.
Just to show you, I'm just gonna scan through this listing presentation real quick just to show you guys how awesome it is. And again, it's completely customizable. And being extra slow. Change your client's name here. All of these fields are editable, like I said, and it goes through, this is a listing presentation. The buyer presentation is obviously a little bit different because with the listing presentation, you know the property that you're listing.
Templates.
So all of this can be edited. And again, you can pull this info directly. Cheryl, if you watch now, it'll show you how to link. If you wanted to change the photo here, we're gonna click KWLS. And if this is a listing presentation, obviously you may not have listed it yet, so you won't be able to link it. But if this was something that was active and you wanted to change the photos, you can either upload your own photos or you can click KWLS and you can link to the listing. And I'm gonna go over that more with you, Cheryl, but just to go through this. Sure, we'll do this one. And when you search for it over here in KWLS, Cheryl, all of the listing photos for your listing come up right here.
That's awesome.
And then all you have to do is select the photo that you want to replace and click this button that says replace image, and it will switch it with any of your listing photos. And the same goes for the details. If you highlight the text, like if I wanted to change the address, I would select the address and then I would click listing details and I would go over here and change to the address that I'm editing. Oops.
Okay, great. Thank you, Katie.
So back to the listing presentation, I just want to go through some of the pages with you. This is a really cool feature that you can bring for sellers, and it makes you look super professional and really prepared. And you can even add one of the market snapshots for their area, just like I showed you guys how to do. You can do comparable properties. And again, all of the text, you can delete pages, add your own pages. You can do whatever you want to make this listing presentation your own. And then there's already a process. You can put in your own marketing plan. I'm sorry it's being so slow, guys. So it basically walks them through the process. And again, you can change any of these to make it specific to your business. It's being super slow, but if you guys on your own time want to go through these, and I can show you where the buyer's presentation is. It's also equally as awesome as this one is.
I did one of these the other day. It took me a while because it was my first time, but what's also cool is you can delete some pages. Like if certain pages don't make sense to you, you know?
And once you have edited it the first time, you really only have to change specific details the next time, because you can save all of those changes that you made. And then you would just have to change it for specific buyers or specific sellers, that type of info. But the majority of the info will save for you. So you really just have to get it set up that one time.
That's cool. I love that. That's what I think took so long, because I was just doing it the first time, getting it set up.
Yeah. So under buyer, there's a buyer presentation, and this is it's the same thing. They have a dark version and a light version. And this is cool because it walks them through the process of what happens about getting, pre-qualified, about all of the steps. And again, everyone does their business differently, so you can edit all of that and change things around. I'm also going to show you guys real quick where the holiday stuff is. I know Nicole was asking about a St. Patty's Day, which I haven't seen yet. But this is pretty cool, the buyer's guide to homeownership, and it just goes through like what happens at the buyer's consult, and then you can add their name if you're having the consult with them. So it really looks like you really prepared this specific guide for them, and it really will only take you a few minutes to do, but it's going to make you look extremely professional in that buyer consult. Is Command being slow for all of you guys? Tabitha, did you ever get that figured out yesterday?
I think she might have jumped off.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try to go back and see if I can find the holiday section as the last thing to show you guys. And then if you guys have any questions or want me to show you anything else, now's the time. Just ask me and I can try to go through it again, even though this command is being extremely slow right now. Nicole, the new designs is the one I was telling you about earlier, just where the newest stuff they have will be there. I'm going to go back to the main part, see if I can make this faster.
I do have a question. It kind of is about designs, but it's more for in the campaign section.
Okay, I'll try to answer. Janet, are you on? No.
It's okay. I may just not have it. In the campaign section, you have to always have the market centers branding, like KW Smart Lakeland. And I don't have a very transparent picture. And a lot of times you can only either put it in the bottom left or the bottom right. There's no way to really customize or move that branding. And it kind of overlaps on my campaign sometime. Is there a more transparent logo that I may just not have?
Does yours have like a white background, or is it just the wording?
It's a white background.
Okay,
So-
yeah, I'll email you. If they're not showing up in your company, I'll email all of them to you. And if anyone else needs all of the colored logos without backgrounds, I can email all of those to you guys. Just let me know.
Perfect.
So these are the new ones. They had some Valentine's Day ones. So anything new you can find there. There's bold stuff. You can do an email signature. There are Facebook covers that you can edit for your specific page. There's just a ton of stuff on here. So play with it, go through it. Text me, call me if you have questions. I can FaceTime with you. Play with the neighborhood snaps, like check on some of your listings that you have, pull them up, see if it's working for you. But other than that, I think we've gone over the basics of everything. And I'm sorry we had to do it over this platform, but does anyone have any questions for me?
I think this was awesome, and I love having this platform. It just kind of makes a lot more things available, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's not terrible. Obviously, I'd love to be there with you guys and showing you, but this works just the same and keeping everyone healthy and safe. So again, I am available. Text me, call me, FaceTime me. If you have questions, this is a great time to really be using the social media marketing, because a lot of people aren't wanting to see homes right now, or maybe you don't even want to show homes right now, which is totally understandable. So this is a great time to be using the social platform, to be marketing stuff, to be creating content to put out, to be farming areas. So use this to your advantage and continue to lead gen and do what you can from home, you know?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So might just be me, but how do you like save? Because this is my problem. I'll like spend an hour creating something and then it'll like not save, and then I'll have to redo it. So what's like best practices for saving?
That's a
So
good question.
when you're in something, always when you're done, just in case, download it, even if you're not all the way done. And then it should be showing up on your main screen. So was it just like blank?
Was it what?
Was it like when you're on the main page, was it just blank, or did it just like disappear completely?
Yeah, like I think I spend so long on it because I'm a perfectionist, and then by the time I'm done, command's like frozen or something, and then it doesn't save. So it'll just be blank, and then it won't bring me back to what I was doing. It won't save for me. So I'm trying to figure out if I should save it in the beginning, save it as I go, like file save or something.
Yeah, so if you're having those type of issues, this is like your design template area. When you're in something, I'm just gonna go back into this one real quick. Get in the habit, if you had that issue, so you don't have that again, of every couple minutes clicking the top right done button, and what that's going to do is save it wherever you're at, and then you'll be able to go back in at any point and have those changes saved. But when you've done a ton of work on it, make sure you're going to click done if you're having those issues. Hopefully that won't happen for very long. It shouldn't be freezing and doing all that, but I understand like they're doing a lot of work on it right now. But this done button will save everything you've done in the moment, and then it will bring you to your template screen, which is going to be everything that you've created in the past. And then
And you can just keep working on it. Like, even though you press done, you're not done, but you're like just done
yeah,
for
you
now.
just have to click to go back in, but at least your work is saved.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That's going to help me a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions before we sign off? Okay, does anyone need my phone number? Does anyone else need the logos besides Nicole? All right, well, we are done. Again, reach out to me if you need me. I want to see a bunch of you guys using some command designs and posting them during this quarantine time. So I hope you guys are safe and healthy. And again, reach out if you need anything from me, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.